So this is the first day with the new Sony camera. We got a lens on it, and hopefully it gives us some better content for the vlogging, and it's a little different than carrying a cell phone around. So today I went to some doctor's appointments, knocked those out, little personal stuff. Started to be strong and do some therapy and counseling for some military stuff and personal life and childhood. But that went well. I'm gonna have to vlog every single day, constantly record, do these vlogs. We're gonna clean out the air conditioners, the cells in the air conditioners with some coil cleaner today. Colton is training dogs. He's taking a break right now, but just got done working a dog, doing obedience on them, and we got to make sure that the ACs are functioning properly at all times because we have record heat temperatures this summer, the summer of 2023, the hottest summer since the early 60s in Texas. We've had like over 100 every single day, just getting beat down by the weather. It's been horrible. Electric bill has been insane this month, but we've been battling it, getting it done. We put an AC in this training building. Really made a difference this summer, being able to work in a comfortable environment, and that was all Colton's doing, pushing for that. It's like, gotta get an AC in here, and we're like, all right, we'll do it, and we got it, and I don't even know how we lived without it. It was definitely a game changer for this whole year. We have word that there could be possible hurricanes coming our way. It's like right at the end of summer, and it's like, hey, what a great way to end this record temperature summer with getting smacked with a hurricane. Hopefully it doesn't happen. Knock on wood, everybody pray that we don't get hit with a hurricane. But yeah, we'll check back in once I start getting into this coil cleaning and getting those ACs breathing. It's crazy how much dust the dogs produce. It's ridiculous. We're headed out to the kennels. This is the working dog kennel right here. And then back here we got the two pet kennels. And we're gonna do the coil cleaning on the kennels. This is necessary. We're gonna start doing this as a process like probably every other month at a minimum. So I'm headed here. The dog's gonna be barking, the dog's gonna be going crazy, so be ready for it. Oh, he's not being crazy. There goes the crazy. Oh, it's getting dark in here. So we got a window unit up here in this kennel. We're gonna be taking this apart and unplugging it. Well, we're not able to unplug it because it's all foamed in, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna clean all that stuff. So turn it off, get into it. We're gonna see how dirty this thing is from the dust of the stuff. It can't possibly function when it looks like that. Like, that's major. So hopefully we can get all this stuff clean and we'll come back to you.
You gotta turn it off, right? The electricity?
Smells like a $5 drive-through car wash. God dang. Dust, yes. AC. If this thing doesn't come clean, we gotta just buy a new AC. Replace the whole unit. It doesn't help that like this.
Yeah, that's
the best way to get it.
better than nothing.
Yeah, look at that. That's just a lot of dog. Is the brush able to fit in this one more?
A little bit.
That one, you don't want to damage your coil. All right, so we got this units over here. Spread these. The outside coils aren't too bad. The outside coils are decent. We'll just spray it real quick and be done with that. Move on to the next one. We got 2 more buildings to do and hopefully better functioning ACs for the pups. It feels good in here. The filter thing was coming on and it was starting to get bad. So you got to be proactive instead of reactive, especially with these temperatures. Like in Texas, it's just insane. It can go from, if that AC just clicks off for a certain time period, it's disastrous. So we can't afford to have that ever happen.
I read an article today that said that the winter's gonna be cold though.
Yeah, so we deal with a freaking horrible summer. possible hurricanes, and then we're probably gonna have an epic ice age, but it doesn't stop the dog training company. Nothing stops us. We're not ever gonna stop. Did you spray the outside?
Yeah, it's good right there.
Sick. That's all we need to do.
I wanted to get cold water. I don't want it to go hot.
Yeah. Yep. Take a look at these puppers. Take a look at these puppers in here. Look at all these puppers. We got a full house. Hi there. So that was mission success. Cleaning the coils. This has got to be done every month. I mean, those coils, the dogs, the dust, the dander, the things, they're just not built for that. But they've been holding all summer. They've been keeping the kennels cool, even with above 100-degree weather. Just working out here for a couple of minutes. You can see I got sweat all on my eyes. It's exhausting. And like I said earlier, we got notified today that we have a tropical storm warning. So we're putting things into place today, notifying all customers, clients that if it turns into something and we're gonna get hit with a storm, that we have to get, sorry about my eye being closed. I got sweat in my eye, it burns. Everybody's gotta come pick up their dogs, so we're not responsible. And that, you know, if they need to evacuate, they can evacuate with their dogs. And yeah, struggle's real, man. Especially here on the this coastal Texas, it's non-stop environmental battles. Whether it's, 2 years ago, excuse me, let me grab this out. 2 years ago, we had a massive freeze. And in most states, freezes aren't that big of a deal. But here in Texas, our homes are not built for freezing weather for long periods of time. And when we lost power, it caused pipes to explode. People were freezing in their houses. Their houses aren't insulated for the cold. And I believe there was even a few deaths of elderly people. And the good thing about Texans, though, whether there's a storm or freeze, we come together and we really do help each other. We, live by that method of, help thy neighbor. And people were supporting each other, and I was running around keeping my family warm, burning wood. I mean, it got so bad because we weren't prepped for it that I was burning plywood. I was doing anything I could, working around the clock with a generator outside, running around, trying to keep everybody safe, trying to keep the house warm. My house is fairly large, so it's really hard to try to heat that whole space, get it above freezing. But even whatever we're going to do, we're planning for this tropical storm warning, and if it turns into a hurricane, we're gonna do that. So I'm getting a call right now. See what we got going on here. So I'll get back with y'all.
For like a military tactical kind of. Have you ever heard of Pavel Tsatsouline?
No.
Okay. He's like a big guy in the kettlebell world. And but yeah, basically what we could maybe again we can discuss this again, is that the vision that I see for this is like a tactical military kind of approach, and then it's it's got a whole brand around it, because anything that you sell needs to have a story, otherwise people are just going to see you like another dog training course. They're going to price you against the other course, and they're going to decide whether to buy or not like that. Yeah. This is how sales are. You never want people to commoditize you. Alex Hormozi talks about is we don't want to be just another dog training course,
Correct.
That's why people in the syndicate, I mean, we got bona fide business owners in there, man, that love you. You got people like Mike Martinez, who came in, it was a little bit rough around the edges, it was a bit hard-nosed, and he's like one of our biggest fucking fans, man.
Yeah.
And he's someone that doesn't take shit. Because I've spoken to him, like, he's real, he's a real deal guy. He ain't gonna sugarcoat things.
And I think that's because he got to know me.
Yes, so they're getting a chance to see you interacting with people.
Yeah, so important. It was the missing puzzle piece.
Yeah, and on top of that, they're there for specific content.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But I don't want us to deviate too much away from dog training content, because that's what you have to offer right now. You know, one of your biggest gifts right now is you have done what a lot of other people are still figuring out trying to do. You know, that's just
Pretty excited. Been working. My hair is crazy. We launched an online expedited course for people to train their dogs at home. So people that say they can't afford dog training or it's too expensive, we created a course today, and I've got it loaded up here. As you can see, this is the expedited course. You'll have links in the bio for this. Simple, fast, effective for all breeds. Learn Shane's blended balance of dog training program. Teach your dog all basic commands and even some behavior modification techniques, such as how to stop pulling, ignoring strangers. And all of this can be achieved by any dog. You hear me? Any dog can achieve this. Some examples of the curriculum is overview of balanced dog training philosophies, the difference between basic and advanced obedience, terminology and theory, positive reinforcement and correction, CST training, general guidelines for safety, teaching, luring, and all commands that sit, stay, down, place, come, and recall, training with food, long line recall drills with praise reward, teaching your dog to ignore strangers, fixing leash pulling, and there's a lot into this course, and I made it affordable for everybody. Right now I only have it as $25, and I'm going to keep it $25 because I want the world to get into it. And for people that want more advanced training, they can take the trainer's course online, or they can come to Bellum Canine in here in Santa Fe. Pretty excited that that's launched today so that everybody can afford training and they're going to get it. We also cleaned the ACs today. I put together a big in-home air purifier. Let me show you this thing. This air purifier is freaking awesome. Really sweet. Look at this air purifier. That thing's advanced. It's supposed to be a whole, it's supposed to be a whole house air purifier. It's like 2,500 square feet. My house is like 4,000. But it's supposed to air purify because all these dogs and stuff and pets that I have, I can't freaking breathe out of my nose. So today's been a productive day. This is vlog number 3. I'm gonna eat some lunch. I'm gonna hit a workout today, and I'll shoot a little bit of content for that and add that into the vlog. Getting to see what my life is, what it's like. I'm working all day from one task to the next. I need to go get a haircut. I need to do some other things today, and see if I can slam it all in one day. All right, got my Alpha Elite shirt on that Jenny got me, sweatpants. We are gonna do arms today. We're gonna do arms. I'm excited about arms. Fitness journey, dog training building journey, the whole journey, everything coming together. House is completely clean. I even took a nap. I completed the online course. We cleaned AC units. Colton trained dogs all day today. And then tomorrow, Endrick comes back into work. Endrick had off today. He had time with his girlfriend. Endrick's one of my trainers. I'm excited for this workout. I took pre-workout, so it's the Jocko pre-workout. It's pretty good. It's not like a crazy high stimulant one, but it's a pretty good one. I can feel it. You start to feel the tingles coming on. And we're going to crush this workout today, guys. We're going to freaking just demolish it. And then when I get back, I'm gonna find something else to do. Find some work, find some other work that I need to get done. We closed some invoices. Today was like a $3,000 day, which is good. You know, it's make $3,000 in a day, but we have, 2 weeks of training to deliver. And as long as we have sales every day and I'm building all the processes, everything's going in the right direction. That's what you should be thinking in your life, that, let me turn this down, that you need to be working on the processes and procedures in your life so that you can get multiple streams of income. You can maybe monetize the things that you love, your passions in life. And if you're a dog trainer, I want you in the syndicate. I want you in the 7-figure syndicate. And I want to be helping you with advertising and your ads. And that's really what I want to be doing, is serving other people. And that's what makes me super happy, is taking care of others and dogs. Look at these dogs. What's up? He's the goofiest looking goofy goober that I've ever seen in my life. Belgian Malinois. Yeah, he's funny looking. Extremely big, extremely long, huge head. He's a little thin right now, but he's still good on weight. We can fatten him up. He can afford to be fattened up. And then that's my home girl, my ride or die, Miss Roxanne. She's my baby girl. I love her. We got my inversion table over there because I have a broke ass back. I have a massage chair because I have a broke ass back, dog kennel. And those are some essential equipments for broke ass veterans, is massage chair and inversion table. That's helped me tremendously. See you guys at the gym. You know, in my life, I have always had to start from the bottom. And it's like, what do you mean start from the bottom? So like, I got out of the Air Force with about $37 in my bank account, and I had to start my dog training company with no money in my bank account and nothing but a dream. And I wrote basically like a blueprint for the company before starting, of my plans to do a government contract and how the business would look. And then I guess putting it down on paper is what took an idea and turned the idea into a reality. And when I started it, like I said, I didn't have anything. I bought 1 and 2 kennels at a time, and I would board and train 1 or 2 dogs at a time, and I did that to make my mortgage payment, and I was able to make the mortgage payment. And I struggled, and then sometimes I really didn't have quite enough money to make the mortgage payment when I first started and got out of the Air Force. And it was tough. It was super tough. And I went out and tried to network and meet people and just see how I could help other people in the beginning. And that led me to monetary success, was helping other people and actually helping people that and not looking for anything in return. The biggest thing is not looking for something in return and just helping. It's called the law of reciprocity, where it just comes back, you know. It's like pay it forward type of thing, and then it comes back on for you. And if it doesn't, sometimes it just takes time. But if you're doing things, expecting things to come and expecting the law of reciprocity to happen, then nothing will happen. So you have to like genuinely just help people without expecting anything in return, and not having any expectations for those people that you're helping. But yeah, you know, I bootstrapped my company. I've bootstrapped everything that I've had, and I started with absolutely nothing. I came from poverty. I came from a parent that, was a drug addict. I came from an abusive household. I came from some really rough past. I've seen horrific things in my military service. I've had a lot of my friends commit suicide, and I've overcome it all by not focusing on myself and focusing on other people. Everyone sees the surface stuff that I've led up to for these years, and the flash and the nice cars and my nice house and all that stuff, but all that stuff doesn't matter. It could be taken in a moment's instance. It's all physical possessions. It's all materialistic things, materialism. None of that matters. What matters is your happy clients, you trying your best, you doing what you enjoy in life. Those are the things that matter. Those are the things I constantly remind myself of. And it's kind of a big reason behind these vlogs, is to let people see outside of just the flashy, attractive advertising, the clickbait stuff, that the real side of Shane McNamara, the real side of Bellum K9, the real side of what I do on a day-to-day basis and what I've built. You know, it's one thing to be in the top 10% of all dog trainers worldwide, and it's another thing to be a 1% of the top within dog trainers worldwide. So if you earn above $30,000 or $40,000 a year as a dog trainer, whether you own a company or you work as it, you are in the top 10% of dog trainers worldwide. If you earn 6 figures, and then you're going to be even higher, you're going to be in the 5% range of all dog trainers worldwide. Anything beyond 6 figures or multi 6 figures, and then if you've ever done 7 figures as a dog trainer, you are in the 1% club. For me, it's motivational to constantly push my limitations and grow and grow and grow and try to establish new processes and procedures in the dog training industry. And that's what I want to do. I want to make the dog training industry more supportive, more based on camaraderie amongst each other, mutual support, because I've always preached it. There's a tremendous amount of dogs in the world, and there's not enough trainers to serve all those dogs. There's plenty to go around for everybody. Greed is not your friend. Greed is the enemy. Hating on other people's companies and things, there is professional ways to go about it and message them. And then if you see that they just don't line with your philosophies and the way that you train, then your duty is to put out more information than those guys. You need to educate harder. You need to educate more. You need to reach a bigger audience than them. And you need to let your light outshine their light. You don't need to go head to head. You don't need to combat. You don't need to verbally assault people, call them names, make fun of them. And that's what exists right now in my industry. My industry is even worse than the fitness industry, and the fitness industry isn't known to be very supportive of each other. But the dog training industry is even worse than the fitness industry, and I know the fitness industry because I sold fitness supplements for many years. I've developed supplements myself. I was involved in that world. I took all the supplements to train to compete and how to coach and did all this stuff. And the dog training industry is much uglier than the fitness industry. But there's so many parallels between the dog training industry and the fitness industry. And the fitness industry is actually far more advanced than the dog training industry because just, the niche in the industry and when it kicked off and its popularity. And you guys are going to see how I draw from the current fitness industry to build this dog training industry. And it's going to be an amazing journey. And those that follow me and those that are with me and that are in my industry that take the things that I'm teaching are going to jump so far ahead of everybody else in the industry. And that's what I want. I want you to be successful. I want you to love what you do and chase your dreams and follow your passions and fall in love with dog training, the dog training industry. And I want you to support other like-minded individuals for them to be successful, because at the end of the day, when everybody is helping and everybody's working together and the industry is growing and we're supporting each other, the dogs are being taken care of. The dogs are being trained. The dogs are being loved. The dogs are no longer going to shelters. So I have a big fucking vision for the future and I'm excited for it. See you guys when we get to the gym. We're going to get some freaking pump going. We're going to hit these arms. I'm going to start off with repping out about 65 skull crushers. I'm going to space that over about 3 to 4, maybe 5 sets. And then I'm going to do bicep curls, hammer curls, and then whatever the heck else I feel like getting into. But we need to get these arms to grow. Big old biceps, triceps. Get a pump going, get feeling good, and talk about it all day. You gotta hype yourself up for your workout. All right, workout done. Feel good about myself. Didn't like have the best pump, or my body didn't look that great today. I was kind of hard on myself in the mirrors, but you know, you have those days where you look flat and you don't have any pump or muscles, and you come back in maybe a week later and I might have a much better workout. You just got to work out through those tough days, through those hard workouts, and get it done. That's what I did. I checked that off. Checked it off. Done for the day. Got to go back. We got to feed some dogs inside, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. I need to be proactive. Normally I've got like a whole list of tasks, but I feel like I've caught up on everything. We'll see. Let's go home. Let's go. So today we've got shrimp, like fettuccine. So I had a client named Dave and Susan, and they had a dog named Colt that I trained for them. And then they became a very close friend of mine, and they're probably, I think they're in their late 60s, and they just started taking care of me, bringing me food all the time randomly, and then I really took to David as a mentor. David has had many successful businesses. You know, he had made tens of millions of dollars in his life, but you would never know. You would never know by looking at David the level of his success. He drives a beat-up Toyota truck. He basically, you know, looks like a Southern Texan man in a beat-up truck with tattered clothing, always doing like blue-collar tasks. Even since he's retired now, he's like putting fence up and building things, and he's extremely talented with like carpentry and building all these things. And I've just taken to him. You know, my father passed away when I was 28. Left. My father was good while I had him, but you know, even in my 30s and moving up, I need a father figure. You know, I could call David and tell him about my accomplishments and the things that I'm doing, and he treats me like a son. And it just makes me so grateful that I have someone like that to take care of me. And I think it makes him happy too, because he never had a son. And it's just meant to be, man. Never would have imagined that by having a dog training company that I would meet somebody like him, and I'd have those caring people in my life. So I'm really thankful for that. You know, I like to say the things I'm thankful for before I eat. This food is freaking awesome. Everything David and Susan make is amazing. Looks like I'm starting to see some results. I couldn't get a pump in the gym. I didn't look good in the gym, but I got one today. I like getting back into fitness. The two things I love and my passions is dog training and bodybuilding, and fitness. And fitness has just been so important for my mental health. And I fell off for 4 years while I tried to build my company, and never again. I'm not going back. I want to be the absolute best that I can be, both physically, mentally, spiritually, business-wise, so that I provide that level of education and service to other people. This is a good post-workout meal, very high carb. So I'm gonna take it's called like a glycogen inhibitor. Basically what it does is it takes all these carbohydrates and the sugars and it sends it to the muscles, opposed to your body processing it and turning it into fat. So it's kind of like a hack that you can eat carbs and it sends it as fuel into your muscles. For me, if I eat too many carbs, it instantly turns into fat and I gain weight. I'm a very carb sensitive body type. So I do better with very high amounts of protein, very low carbs, utilizing fats as my fuel source. So if I do eat a big carb meal like this, I take one of those, one of the supplements for converting those carbohydrates so that they don't get stored as fat. Feeling good today, mentally good. My life is actually getting better and I'm improving. I'm very happy about it. So here's actually one of the supplements that I do at post a big carb workout right here. Something similar to this or this product, glucose support. So it's a glucose, I can't say it, glucose, oh my goodness, glucose, whatever. Disposal agent, nutrient repetitioneer, a bunch of dumbass words, but it basically helps you process the glucose. Somebody put it in the comments, sound it out for me, help me out. So I take this with a huge carb meal and it just fills and pumps everything up. I gotta take 4 capsules. I'm gonna drop these 4 capsules right now with no drink. I don't know if you could take pills with no drink, but watch this. There's 2. Watch me choke live on this vlog. I'm like, ah! 2 more. Down the hatch. Yeah, you need to get like a glucose support. You turn those carbs into muscles instead of being a fat body. I don't want to be a fat body no more. Come up here. Roxy. No, you gotta come up here. Up. Good. Don't feed your dogs human food or scraps. It's like the worst thing you could ever do. Don't spoil your dogs. You come up here. Up. Okay. What is this, a meerkat? I don't even know what kind of creature this is.